Today's topic is the number one rule for productivity. The number one rule for productivity is don't repeat your finger. Yes, that's right. How many times you have typed the same code structure over and over again? For example, the same header file, right? And the same in main every time in every SQL. You're doing the same thing again and again, right? Why don't you automate it? Why don't you auto-complete it? There should be some way to auto-complete it, right? And why are you not doing that? Start doing that. In every text editor, there will be a plugin or a feature called snippets or autocomplete that gives you boilerplate code. I'm using Vim and I have a plugin installed which autocompletes, which gives me a boilerplate code. I'll show you an example. See, that is all it takes. I don't need to type. I don't need to repeat my figure. See? So, if you're using Sublime Text, Emacs, Vim, Atom, or any IDE, make sure you find the right plugin which does this feature. And the text editors like Emacs, which was invented 40 years ago, has this feature. So definitely there will be this feature in your editor. Make sure you find it. And another thing is that most people, even though I find most people using these plugins, but don't utilize to its fullest extent. Make sure you look through all the features of the plugin. So this is the plugin which I have installed for my text editor. Look through all the so these are the snippets available, and let me see the snippet. There is a C snippet. So these are the snippets available. I could look through it and make use of it, right? So this is how you use snippets to create your boilerplate code. Let us try the same with an HTML file. I have already, there you go. How cool is this? The first time when I did this, it was so amazing. And later, I started to write my own snippets. It is even possible to write your own snippet by editing these files. I think most plugins does that. So please make sure you write your own snippets too, saving lots of time. Alright? That is how you automate typing a lot of code using plugins like Snippet for your text editor. Another way in which programmers spend a lot of time typing is running command lines programs like this. Is there any way that could simplify running the same thing over and over again? Of course there is. You must be familiar with the command alias for your bash. Remember, you could do this, and why are you not doing this? Start doing aliases. Start using aliases. Now this alias will not work when I open my terminal again. So for it to persist, I need to write it in my ZSHRC. In my case, I don't use bash, I am using ZSH. Now I should write my alias in this. If you're using bash, write it in your bash RC. I can write here alias a equal to. So next time when I open my terminal, I don't need to type .a/a.out. I instead could type a, just a. I would suggest that you install ZSH, and there is a plugin called OhmyZSH, and this plugin OhmyZSH and has a lot of other predefined aliases which you could make. To those people who have already installed OhmyZSH, you are missing a lot of things. You are not going inside plugins directory and exploring all the available plugins. I suggest you look into that. Let me see the Git plugin and the aliases for it. See, there is an alias for Git as G, and there is Git status as GST, GitDiff as GD, And there are plenty of such aliases which you could easily make use of. I'll show you a simple example. um, so GST is git status, ga dot is git add, and if I need to use git reset head, I could use this. See how many times how many times you do the same command, and you could just run uh, this abbreviated form and save a lot of time, right? That is how you save your finger. So the final tip is create aliases in your bash RC or ZSHRC. The better thing is to install ZSH and Oh My ZSH project. That is all. And this is how you will feel when you do all these steps. Good luck and goodbye.